In today's episode, we will be performing some dramatic landings of our probes on the moons of Jool. Yeah, look at it, looks awesome. Just a quick recap, in the previous episode we have taken our SSTO, got it into the Laythe orbit and perform what was we called a very dramatic landing. Yeah, I cheated, what can I tell you? Just kidding, I cheesed it a little bit. But back to our pole probe and let's get into today's episode, shall we? Alright, so here we have our pole probe and its mission, unsurprisingly, is to land on pole. So right now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to align a maneuver node that would secure us an intercept with pole, as you can tell. So a little by little, yeah, there we go. And let's see. Oh, just Jool. Get away! Pole. Okay, there we go. So here we have, and I'm trying to tweak this by a little so that we have a close pole encounters where we can actually burn orbit retrograde at some well-known point and everything will be dandy. So the burn time should be 1 second and we should be pointing in the normal prograde. Let's just thrust limit it a little because 1 second, it's too short of a burn for me to be able to, do in a meaningful sense. Alright, the burn should be in 50 seconds-ish, so I'm just getting ready and making sure that I am pointing correctly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and burn 40 meters per second. We have a pretty healthy delta V budget, so I'm not overly concerned. Okay, good. So now at the pole we want to insert ourselves at pole. That's 194 meters per second. Or 178 just to get to a nice orbit around pole, and then we will be making sure that we take care of the landing. Okay, so the burn time will be 6 seconds at full thrust. Let's just set up a maneuver node so that I can bring you all the wonderful, cinematic approaches that you see, because I always have an alarm to back it up. So, look at it go. I really like these things. Oh, screenshot, of course. Alright, speaking of which, let's do some science. Log pressure data, I think we actually... Oh, we already did the science. Okay. Magnetometer? That one should be... Nope, we have it. Alright. Gravioli, let's send it. Not enough electric charge. Alright. Anyway, let's continue with our cinematic approach to pole. Pole and Jool in the background. Beautiful arrival. There we go. Followed by a burn. Delete and close. The burn will start in 40 seconds and will last for 6 seconds. Okay, we are pointing maneuver prograde. We have total control and... Alright, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, ignition. There we go. Hopefully that secured us a nice apoapsis, so 100 by 100 orbit. There we go. And then at some point here, I want to burn at a maneuver node so that I get in the very low orbit on the next section. Okay, fiddle a little bit with the maneuver node. There we go. Something like that. Maybe even lower. No, that's a little bit too low for my taste. Okay, I'm thinking 4 or 5 kilometers should be enough just to clear the horizon, so we don't get stuck into a mountain or something. I would prefer that my maneuver node don't include litho braking. So yeah, there's that. All right. Hopefully we will have the connectivity from that point, so let's just see. Alright, it seems okay to me. The thing is, we have to maintain control even at the burn site. So, okay, time warping. There we go, we still have control. Good. Thrust limit, I'm gonna thrust limit it by a little and get ready to burn in 30-ish seconds. We are still in space high above pole. Once we get in space low, we'll also perform some science. There we go, and burn. The periapsis being at 5 kilometers, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to make sure that we select orbit retrograde as our future orientation, and when we come at such point where we're in space low, we're going to do some measuring. Magnetometer report. Apparently we have done science already. Could be. Yeah. But Gravioli, once again, I cannot do it. Oh man. Come on. Alright. Now, what I want to be doing, I want to be landing somewhere where is currently my periapsis. So, making sure that I do get as close as possible. What would be required amount of delta V to totally arrest it? 126. Well, we have more than enough in this current stage. So, yeah. I'm going to just create a maneuver node so that we have a placeholder when we will have to be burning. It doesn't need to be exact. I'm just curious to see what would be rough outline. Okay, good enough, so to say. There we go. Look at the surface of Vall. It looks amazing. I really like how the reflections and everything. Oh, look, and there's our Jool rise. Whoa. Yeah, what can I tell you? It's an 11-year-old game and we still enjoy it. I still enjoy it as if it came out yesterday. Well, I cannot wait until KSP 2 comes out because I think I'll be playing the heck of it. Yeah, alright, so let's see. We are approaching our maneuver node in roughly 2 minutes, and I want to make sure, I'm just checking, yeah, I could in theory disconnect this and run with the bottom tank, but I still have enough delta V in this tank, so it would be a shame not to use it. I still don't figure out for the life of me why does it say that I only have 328 meters per second. Oh, look at this. This will be a gorgeous sight. Do I want to be even on this mountain, perhaps? Midlands. Okay, here we are. Scatters loading in. Maybe I should go on that other mountaintop. Or somewhere around here. That looks good enough to me. Okay, I don't want to be landing on this big engine bell, so I do want to get rid of the attachment at some point. There we go, come on. Yeah, I want to arrest my surface velocity. There we go. Detach. Ooh, oh, I need to change step. Oh, burn, burn. Oh, whew. Okay, that wasn't planned. Now at least I know why it didn't show me that I have 1,300 meters per second more. By the way, there was a pretty big slope at the landing site, so I'm just trying to find a good landing slope and then I will be performing the landing. Also, I need to thrust limit this one because it has an insane thrust weight of 40. So 14 sounds a little bit better because then I can arrest my velocity a little better. Okay, wait. Oh, come on. Sticky keys, Windows, I hate you. Well, technically I don't hate Windows, but, well, things happen. You know, press it too many times and you get stuff. Alright. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Okay, 1 meter, half a meter per second. Good! And we're landed. Look at that. Amazing. Love the shots. Yeah. Okay, let's do science now. So, log pressure data that we will transmit. Thank you. Then observe the mystery goo, that we will also transmit. Yes. Transmit seismic data. Oh, we didn't have enough electric charge. Okay, let's log all of the science, and we need to time warp until the electric charge refills. Then we're sending more. Review data, send. Transmit. Not enough electric charge. Oh, why didn't I add 4 extra batteries? I clearly had the capacity for it. Okay, let's send whatever we can. More log pressure data, seismic data. Yeah, and I would have to use the science grabbers, but for some reason they weren't working. Well, I'm gonna ask you to smash that like button, but don't go away. We're not done yet. So, that was Paul. Time to go for Bob. Next. And I have no idea why its engine bell is still hot. Alright. Well, time to make sure that we get a bop encounter. It was just simply next in line, so I figured might as well, you know. Alright, where we go? Come on. Let's see, orbital inclination. It looks close enough. If I could only get them to align, that would be so nice. Target the closest approach a little bit here, there, no, on this side, maybe, no, here, yeah, oh, we've got something. Alright, Bob Periaps is 190. That's good enough in my book. 11 meters per second. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on. It says that I don't have enough delta V, when clearly I have more than 1300. Look at this. Bye-bye. Now, it's because the root of my craft was the engine bell, because I needed to attach them, so that's why I didn't say that I had enough delta V. It just thought that the rest of the craft was debris. Idiot. Okay, well, anyway. 13.7 meters per second. Let's go to the maneuver node when we will be pressing and ensuring that we get this beautiful bop encounter. I'm gonna thrust limit 8 seconds. Well, that's a bit more plausible than the other one, I guess. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Yeah. Sometimes you have to stage the engine to realize that you can actually activate it. That happens. Alright, so we have a bop encounter. And just prior to this, we're gonna warp until there. So yeah, look at this. We are going at a blistering speed. Hopefully, we're gonna land on bop. Poll is done, science is sent, whatever I could muster that is. And yeah. So, let's see. Bop encounter. Okay, come on. Let's go and encounter bop, and once we get an encounter, then we're gonna be able to tweak the maneuver. Okay, so apparently we are scheduled to a litho brake maneuver. I'm just gonna take a radial out just to make sure that we don't bump into bop. Come on. Oh, periaps is 19 kilometers. That's good enough. Just a gentle touch and burn. Make sure that we don't hit bop. I mean, in theory, I could go directly and just try to arrest velocity, but I prefer to go, you know, orbital path, because actually that gives me a chance to pick a landing site. Otherwise, I wouldn't have much saying where I land. I just basically run into and hammer it in. So, alright, create an alarm. Once again, I normally don't create these alarms except to be able to show you guys the cinematic approach to, for example, bop. See? Oh, we have some science to do. Oh, might as well do it. Rad magnetometer, come on. Can I transmit that to 170? Not enough electric charge. Oh, yeah. I'm really tempted to do, you know, the cheat, but I'm gonna own up to my mistake. I did mess up. I didn't put enough, you know, solar panels, or sorry, not the solar panels, but the batteries. So I'm gonna own up to my mistakes. No science for me. At least not the magnetometer science for me. I'm gonna send what I can, and still it should be enough that we completely uncheck and research the entire tech tree. So we'll hopefully be able to do that. There we come. Here's Bob. Beautiful as always. Just a little bit rough terrain, but that's it. Okay, maneuver node. We start burn in 50 seconds. There we go. Just bring that periapsis nice and tight. Alright, 10, 13, 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Our periapsis is at 21 kilometers, and I think that's good enough. I want to land somewhere around here-ish. So once we get close, I'm just gonna go there and burn like hell until we stopped. Somewhere around, where should I create a maneuver node? Somewhere around here-ish. I mean, the gravity is tiny, so all the maneuver burns are really not that dangerous. I think the most dangerous are Lathe and Vall. They have the highest gravity, so they need the most amount of delta V to be able to come in and land. The others are not so tricky. I mean, with this amount of delta V, we should have even more than enough that we go back to the craft, pick up the science, maybe rendezvous at Lathe, and even take those science out and send it back home to Kerbin. And maybe in one of the subsequent episodes I might do it. Let me know if you would like to see that. At least for the craft where it's possible. I don't know, to me this guy sounds like it might be possible. Paul and Bob. I don't know how much delta V Vall and Lathe will have once I land, so... I mean, Lathe I've landed and the SSTO should be in good shape, so... I might actually get it back up. We'll see. Alright, so 6 minutes, and we were gonna start our burn in 6 minutes. By the way, guys, this is maximum acceleration I could do, so I'm gonna skip until the time we can actually do the burn. Okay, coming to burn in 20-ish seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ignition. Alright. Our periapsis is X627, so thrust limit, I'm gonna increase it by a little. That puts our... Ooh, look at that beautiful screenshot. Yeah. Just a reminder, smash that like button. Yeah, I always like to do that when we're doing cinematic parts, but yeah, those likes actually help me understand how well is the series doing, and you guys comment on giving some suggestions on what would you like to see next. By the way, guys, I did post a poll, and not a Bob, yeah, see what I did there? In my community tab, what would you like to see next? So if you haven't already voted, go there and vote it. It might help me out to determine future content, so you just might get what you want. Alright, anyway, we are coming on that lump that you can see below, and I'm thinking that would be actually a nice landing spot somewhere here. So I'm gonna just go and add a maneuver, see how much it would take me. 133 meters per second to decelerate. Well, that's not too shabby, I would say. Let's turn it around, making sure that we are well aligned, and let's burn. Thrust to weight is more than sufficient. I'm just planning to go there and then eventually land. Oh, look at the beautiful sight. Okay, so time accelerating a little bit until we can actually land. There we go. Come on, come on. Okay. Burning a little bit because I want to get over that lump. Landing legs extended. The slope is at between 5 and 14 degrees. I'm just gonna be careful when I land. Hopefully it shall be fine. Looks like we're going for the right place. Our orbit are still relative to... velocities are still relative to orbit. We are at the biome peaks in space low. And 2,000 meters, well, I don't trust this. This is not 2,000 meters. Altitude above terrain is 400 meters. That's more like it, actually. Okay, just gently going down with minimum thrust. Do I see the shadow? I do not. Shadow? Wherever you may be. We're 100 meters up. We should see the shadow somewhere. So, okay, gently, easy does it, Tiger. Surface 2 meters per second. Well, now the legs can compensate for a certain amount. Oh, and there we go. A little bit harder landing, but we have landed on Bob. You know what that means, guys? Screenshot. And then we need observe the mystery goo. Transmit the data. Pressure. Transmit the data. Seismic. Transmit the data. Gravioli, store it because we cannot transmit the data. Alright, And that is how you land on Bob. Now, next one, please. We have Tylo. Well, Tylo is gonna be interesting because, well... Oh, no, wrong lander. Come on, lander probe, where are you? Yeah. Okay, so the next is Tylo, and as you can tell, let's see how much we need to decelerate. To land on Tylo, we need, geez, 1500 meters per second. I'm not sure if we have that much, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's do some science. In space low. Can we transmit more science? Maybe do the mystery goo? I mean, I don't have much confidence in this craft's ability to decelerate. So it might be that we're gonna be pulling off a litho braking maneuver. By the way, for those of you that are watching first time, litho brake is just another fancy scientific term for crash. Yeah. So this probe, we're gonna rename it post-processing wise from lander to impactor, I guess. Okay, transmit the data, don't store on any of the science because you won't be needing it, Sonny. You're going at approximately 2,300 meters per second and you're trying to decelerate to a respectable... Yeah... Right. Pull up, and it did pull up. A little bit. Well. You cannot win them all. Okay, next one. Vall. Now, Vall, let's see. With you, the situation is a little bit more unrefined because we have a total budget of 915 meters per second, and we do know that Vall is very demanding for the landing. So that means it is very delta V intensive. I hope I will have enough delta V to be able to stop. And that's why the teaser at the beginning of the episode. You saw me arriving, but you didn't see me landing now, did you? Now, I'm not saying we're gonna end up exactly like it, like the previous one, but you'll see. Tylo was a little bit hard landing. We'll see how it goes with this one. This one we have a total budget of 911 meters per second, and I'm desperately trying to get the HUD section to tell me how much is my terminal velocity and impact time, but I cannot see for the life of it. Come on, Kerbal Engineer, work with me here. And this is the time where I usually start to panic. So I figured I'd try to get something, and then in the end I said, well, you know, I'll just have to wing it. Yeah, here we have landing and show the engineer. Okay, suicide burn delta V 800 meters per second, 919, so we're extremely close to having the suicide burn delta V that we need for the suicide burn, and the suicide burn length is going to be 48 seconds. So 48 seconds before the impact we have to, and the impact is going to be over there. Why don't I trust it? Why do I have a feeling we're going to bump into this guy? I mean, burn, come on, maximum velocity, yeah. Alright, our surface velocity, we are arresting it with good measure. 130 meters per second with 40 meters per second velocity. This is gonna be a tense one. Okay guys, get ready and burn. Ooh, the probe survived. Woohoo! Let's do science. Log temperature. Log pressure data. Yes, we are sending shit up. And we don't have the RTGs because they blow up on landing. So yeah, the rest of the Vall is gonna glow green. Okay. Good. That leaves only one planet that we need to take care of. By the way, cinematic screenshot. Yes, please. There we go. This guy. We actually performed science, but we couldn't transmit it because the craft has no... yeah. Okay, let's just move it into the sunny side because I really want to be able to dock with the Jool exploration ship. So, okay, yep, there we go, somewhere around here. Where are you? Good. Now, selecting it as a target, first things first, we need to repack the chutes. Jeb, you know what to do. Go and repack the chutes, please. I don't think we will be needing them, but it's always good to have a backup in case we need to do a landing somewhere at some point later on. So the plan is go back and dock to the lander to transmit all that wonderful science. Look at that, the dawn is going on Lathe, and I'm just rearranging my chutes, and there we go. Good. Now comes the hard part. We actually need to take off of this bloody rock. So, and I'm hoping that the rain scatters and parallax doesn't kill me, because I actually have collisions enabled. So, yeah. There we go. Come on. Oh, we're getting fast. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Landing gear. Okay, we're going down. We're going down. Horizontal speed, pick up speed. Okay, lift. And we have arrested our vertical speed. We have positive climb rate. That's really important. So the only reason that I don't get is I'm gonna go and we're accelerating. Good. Rapiers to the max. Let's go up. The only thing that I don't get is why am I not accelerating? I should be already going hypersonic by now. Can anybody confirm why? I mean, on Kerbin I was going hypersonic. Is it like low air or something that I should be aware of? Well, I'm climbing and that's good, but for some reason I'm not accelerating. At least as much as I would like to. I mean, 300 meters per second doesn't really cut it. I'm getting out of the thick of the atmosphere, so I'm hoping that now I will be able to accelerate significantly. Okay, I've now switched to the oxidizer rich burn because I think it would give us more velocity. Come on. Climb up there, you miserable little puke. We'll be able... Oh, I don't think so. Come on, give me 55, give me 55. 55, 56, 58, good. But, yeah, wait, how much delta V we have? 63? Oh boy. Let's do the RCS, circularization. Monoprop, burn, burn, baby burn. Okay guys, at this point, I think I need to call it. This craft is not getting into orbit. I don't know why. I really couldn't tell why, for the life of me, I wasn't being able to actually circularize. Look, and I need 1,000 additional 1,000 meters per second for at least being able to rendezvous. I mean, I do get the reasoning why I wasn't able to too low delta V. Sure, design gap, I get it. But what I don't get is why this craft wouldn't accelerate past the 300 meters per second mark. Okay, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna at least try to make this into a colony, right? So we have the island there, and I'm gonna try to land on the island. And Jeb, congratulations, you are the first colonist of Lathe. Probably unintentional one, but yeah. Assuming if you survive the fall, descent, and the landing, yeah. Now, am I glad that I repacked those chutes. Whew, otherwise it would gonna be, shoot, I have nothing to do. So, okay, and by the way guys, one thing to note, I have literally diddly squat in terms of liquid fuel in the engines, meaning I'll have to glide this baby down in the best manner I can. So I'm just trying not to land in the middle of the Sagan Sea or shallows or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's shallows, okay, flying low. Alright, just gently gliding. Ah, there's ice. Maybe I could land on ice. Okay, picking up some horizontal surface velocity. because I'm trying not to stall the plane. It appears that the drag is really hard on Lathe. I don't know why is that, but okay, pulling out the landing gear. Oh, uh-oh. There's the cliff top, looks hard. Well, good thing that there's no vegetation, and okay, standard landing. There we go, beautiful. Welcome to the new Lathe colony, courtesy of Jebediah Kerman. Yeah, alright. Well guys, I think that's enough. That pretty much wraps it for this episode. Do leave a like if you fancy so, that helps me out a great deal, and let me know what you think in the comments. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off. And cut.